And with that, we have reached the halfway point of season 2 of The Shield Hero. And I have to say, yes, the CGI turtle cost drove people off, and there was some content that was skipped. I will agree on that. After rereading some of the manga, I already read the light novels, but I have been reading the manga. Especially the point where I saw Victoria showing up, and I thought she would come in with her full form with some armor on, because when I read the manga, I don't know if this is canon to the light novel, but I do remember when I was reading the manga, she had armor. She had armor and she was combat ready. But in this one, it was just her and using some of her magic skills to not only defend the people who was around the area, but also find a way to damage and take the head of the tortoise once again. But this time it's going to be harder, because not only was the shield stronger than before, but also you have to destroy the head and the heart at the same time in order for it to happen. And Kyo made a very good villain, even though he just showed up. I think the two, well, I guess three, if you want to say it, three main spotlight characters so far in the entire series of this season is Kyo, Risha, and Ois. They feel like the true main characters with development and, well, Kyo didn't have development, but he really was pushing it in a way, causing some self-reflection and some development between Risha and even Ois herself, realizing even though she is the spirit of the tortoise itself, not a familiar. Like, I kind of knew that, like I said in the last review, and so it's weird how she didn't have the back and stuff, and how she had more of a free spirit. And plus, Kyo's, explanation was even more confirming of it. If she was a familiar, he would have been able to control her like the rest of them, but he couldn't. So therefore, she had to be the actual Taurus itself in human form. So I guess the Taurus is actually a female in a way. So with that being said, they really do have to defeat her, but Nafumi is not like that. He couldn't draw himself to hate her in order to kill her. So he thought, try to leave the Reptilia while Lark and them go off to find, the actual heart and destroy it. It was not easy, especially him seeing Kyo take away the energy from the three heroes. Being honest with you, even without, I think with the skip content, if they did add the skip content to the show, I think I would have cared less about the three heroes. And believe it or not, before all this, with the skip content, everyone was complaining about the three heroes were just being stubborn as hell. That's all it really was. They didn't want to train, they didn't want to really cooperate or anything like that, because there was things that they're supposed to do. So because of that, if you saw that scene, those scenes, and then you see the scene where they're being tortured and being life drained from them now, would you really care about them? I think you would care less about them than you already do. I'll be honest with you. Um, no one really likes the three heroes. They're annoying, they're stubborn, they're stuck up, they're obnoxious and ignorant. I already didn't care about them. I read the book, well, the manga, anyways. And I'm like, oh my god, these people just need to shut up and listen already, man. Like, y'all are getting your butts handed to you with these ways, but yet Afumi has the answers, but y'all want to listen to him. Y'all so wore up your own asses. But anyways, I digress with that scene. So I'm glad I'm glad that they did cut it off. Or I was like, you know what? I hope Kyo drains all of their life energy. But in a time of crisis, Raisha stands up, saying how she and him are the same in a way. They rely on others' powers in order to become strong. Like Kyo was doing. Heck, you even see him struggling a while ago with his book, his weapon. His vassal was even telling him, yo, don't do this, you're not to do this, even though they are meant to destroy Nafumi's world. It didn't matter to him because he wanted to do his own thing. Like, screw that. I liked him. He reminds me of another character whose name I can't remember right now from Danganronpa Killing Harmony, where he was always lying a lie within a lie. You couldn't tell what was the truth and what was the lie from this dude. He was just like, oh man, everything's ruined, oh no. Just kidding. And he's laughing, looking down on the heroes. I'm glad he provided a bigger challenge for Naofumi since Glass, his team and stuff. Other than that, just fighting the waves alone, and Nafumi already dealing with mine and the kingdom in the church itself, he didn't really have a main villain to push the story forward, and the waves themselves couldn't just be it. So I'm glad they gave us an interesting and challenging villain, a villain to even now at the halfway point has not done his evil scheme. So we all thought, okay, his goal was to destroy the world, but no, that's just what they have to do in order to save their world. What he wants to do is his own intentions. Maybe that's why I like this kind of character of Kyo, because he reminds me of other villains that I see throughout anime and video games and manga, where they're not the main villain, but they're those villains that have become a big threat because they have their own goal in sight that diverges from the main villain's goal. I like those kind of villains, like Hazama from Blaze Blue, Sho from The World Ends with You. You know, there's all Starscream from Transformers. There's always those villains that just have their own goal. And it's just very, very, very selfish. To the point, even the sad killing of Ois, because Nafumi was about to use the shield of hatred. You know, that's always his trump card. But he realizes he couldn't use it on her because he didn't hate her. You know, he spent time with her. She was the comrade. So to see him to do that, he couldn't do it. So she, in a way, forced him to do that. She gave him a new kind of power where he don't have to use the shield of hatred anymore and stuff. And he took her out. And now we had to say a very sad goodbye to Ois. That was sad, you know. Even though it's only been 6 episodes, I enjoyed the character a little. I think I enjoyed her more, but I felt a little sad for the cast, you know, because they spent time with her and stuff, so they were sad about it. So that's for them. And Reisha herself, being a Kai master, so she had a very huge amount of potential because her Kai, just like the old lady said, that she has that potential inside her. Even though Raptilia and Philo were very good at it, she believed that Risha could master and probably go beyond the limits, that she has that cool Kai power. And the thing I love about Kai is that it's not like magic. It's really his human aura and livable aura of life. So therefore it's better in a way. You don't have to rely on the magic. So everything goes screwed up, you just rely on Kai to help you, like chi and stuff. So there goes that. Now they're off to another world. There's an Isekai within an Isekai. They're going to a large world to stop Kyoho, and that's pretty much it. This is where the plot will diverge, and where even the manga is up to this point on this section where they go to that world, and things are quite different than it is in the world that they are right now. So that ends the ending of this arc. The next arc is going to be very, very peculiar. So I wonder how you guys will react when you do see it. So anyways, like that first video, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, of course, hit that bell icon. This has been Madcrownxox. I'm Anime. Signing out.